Have you at any point shared something about yourself, just to wish minutes after the fact that you hadn't? We live in a world that continually encourages us to share, to open up, to be straightforward. In any case, here's an idea. Imagine a scenario where keeping specific things private could really bring more profundity, greater legitimacy to our lives. We'll investigate how keeping back some pieces of our lives can actually enhance our relationships, our peace of mind, and, surprisingly, our prosperity. So, on the off chance that you've at any point felt pressured to share more than you're all right with, or then again, assuming you're curious about how a little privacy can go quite far, stay close by. You may very well see as a point of view that impacts the way you contemplate your everyday interactions and your digital impression. Let's get into it. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your companions. Also, I exceptionally encourage you to watch the entire thing without skipping. No one can tell what part could ignite a significant change throughout your life. Secret number 1, past fights, the worth of security. At the point when we discuss our previous struggles, recalling that is significant. While these encounters have without a doubt played a critical role in shaping who we are, continually returning to and sharing every detail isn't beneficial all of the time. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, a respected and different rationalist, you have control over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This statement beautifully epitomizes the essence of focusing on the present and how we've grown, instead of dwelling on past challenges. Our past battles, be they failures, losses, or challenges, are indeed a part of our journey. They have contributed to our resilience, how we might interpret life, and our empathy towards others. However, it's the wisdom we extract from these experiences, not the experiences themselves, that truly matter. As Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, pointed out, hardship strengthens the mind as labor does the body. This perspective encourages us to see past struggles as a form of mental and personal exercise, strengthening us for future challenges. Mentally, it's known that ruminating on past hardships can trap us in a cycle of negative thinking, keeping us from appreciating our current situation and the growth we've achieved. Epictetus, a Greek Stoic philosopher, advised, don't choose not to move on, don't dream representing things to come, focus the mind on the current moment. By focusing on the present, we can apply the lessons gained from the past in a constructive manner, enhancing our current circumstances and mental well-being. Talking about our personal goals can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, sharing goals can make us feel accountable and supported. On the other hand, it can lead to unexpected complications. Stoic philosophy, along with insights from Western philosophy and psychology, provides valuable guidance on this. The Stoics, particularly Epictetus, emphasized the importance of focusing on what is within our control. He said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. This suggests the wisdom in being selective about what we share, especially regarding our personal goals. By keeping certain plans to ourselves, we retain control over them and minimize the risk of external interference, whether it's copying or sabotage. Marcus Aurelius, another prominent Stoic, also advised caution in our disclosures. He believed in the power of action over speech. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. B1. This speaks to the idea of demonstrating our goals through actions rather than just discussing them, thereby letting our achievements speak for themselves, inspiring others with what we have accomplished instead of what we intend to do. From a psychological perspective, Carl Jung, a Swiss psychologist and psychoanalyst, reiterated a similar sentiment when he said, "You are what you do, not what you say you'll do." This highlights the importance of action over intention. When we share our goals too broadly, we could become overly attached to the image of our aspirations, rather than the work required to achieve them. It's a phenomenon known as social reality, where talking about our intentions provides us with a premature sense of accomplishment. Aristotle, one of the great philosophers of the Western tradition, also had views that align with this idea. He believed in the concept of potentiality and actuality, that the true value of a thing is in what it can become, not just what it is. This applies to our goals as well. By nurturing them internally and allowing them to grow through our actions, we fulfill their true potential instead of merely discussing them. In terms of happiness, it's essential to understand that it's a state that doesn't require external validation or explanation. This concept is echoed in both Stoic philosophy and modern psychology. It is imperative to emphasize that genuine happiness, experience, and its expression don't need validation from others. Stoicism, a philosophy that advocates the development of self-control and resilience as a means to overcome destructive emotions, offers valuable insights on this subject. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This statement highlights that happiness is an internal state governed by our perspectives and insights, rather than something that needs to be constantly displayed or proven to others. Additionally, Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, believed that we have control over our minds and can choose our responses to external events. He suggested that our reactions, not the events themselves, define our state of happiness. Understanding this philosophy, displaying happiness through a simple smile or positive attitude can be enough to positively influence others without the need for elaborate explanations or validations. In the realm of psychology, Carl Jung, a prominent figure, also had perspectives aligning with this idea. He once stated, "The word happiness would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness." This highlights the natural balance of emotions and suggests that expressing happiness need not be a complex display but a genuine reflection of one's current state of being. Additionally, Aristotle, a great philosopher from the Western tradition, discussed the concept of eudaimonia, often translated as happiness or welfare. He suggested that true happiness comes from fulfilling one's true potential and living a life of virtue. In this view, happiness is more about being true to oneself and living according to one's values, rather than something to be constantly proved or demonstrated to others. The importance of maintaining privacy in our intimate relationships is a concept well established in both ancient philosophy and modern psychology. This idea revolves around the principle that certain aspects of our personal lives, especially romantic relationships, benefit from being shielded from public scrutiny or undue external influence. Stoicism, a philosophy that values self-control and deep resilience, offers valuable insights on this topic. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of focusing on what is within our control. He advised, "Don't figure out your way of life, embody it." Applied to relationships, this means experiencing your relationship genuinely and privately, instead of constantly analyzing it or seeking external validation or advice. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic figure, believed in the virtues of modesty and discretion. He once said, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them." This can be interpreted in the context of relationships as finding beauty and value in the intimate moments, the quiet, subtle experiences shared between partners, akin to the peaceful and intimate moments under the stars. From a psychological perspective, Carl Jung, a Swiss psychologist, highlighted the significance of individual experiences and their interpretation. He believed that the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are changed. This suggests that relationships are deeply personal and transformative experiences, which can be altered or diminished when exposed excessively to external influences. Western philosophers, like Aristotle, have also discussed aspects of private life. Aristotle believed in the concept of phronesis, or practical wisdom, which involves striving for the best decisions in private matters, including relationships. This practical wisdom would suggest a cautious approach to how much we share about our romantic lives, emphasizing discretion and care. Additionally, Socrates, known for his method of philosophical inquiry, would perhaps encourage a reflective approach to what we share about our relationships. He famously said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." Applied to the context of trust and friendships, this would mean constantly considering our actions and ensuring they align with our values and principles, especially when it comes to maintaining confidences. Maintaining personal values despite societal pressure is a theme deeply ingrained in both Stoic philosophy and the broader spectrum of Western philosophy and psychology. This idea emphasizes the importance of staying true to one's core beliefs and principles despite external influences or trends. Stoicism, with its focus on virtue, discretion, and resilience, offers valuable guidance on this. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of inner freedom and independence. He stated, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Applied to personal values, it suggests that true freedom and integrity come from adhering to one's convictions, even when external circumstances challenge them. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, also advocated for living according to one's principles. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This straightforward advice is a powerful reminder that living according to one's values is more about action than debate. By embodying our values, we set an example and can inspire others to do the same. From the perspective of Western philosophy, Aristotle's concept of eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or welfare, is relevant here. He believed that true happiness and fulfillment come from living a life of virtue and realizing one's true potential. This aligns with sticking to personal values, as doing so leads to a fulfilling and authentic life. Carl Jung, a prominent figure in psychology, also emphasized the importance of individuation and self-realization. He said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." This statement resonates with the idea of staying true to oneself and one's values, suggesting that personal authenticity is crucial to mental well-being. Additionally, Socrates' famous dictum, "Know thyself," highlights the importance of self-awareness in living a virtuous life. Understanding and staying true to one's own values is a significant part of Socrates' philosophy. It implies that moral integrity and personal honesty are intertwined. As we close this journey through the wisdom of maintaining a good and honest life, remember that the most genuine power lies in living a life that resonates with your inner values and beliefs. In a world constantly trying to influence us, we must be the beacons of our own truth. And, embracing Stoicism in life. Standing firm amid the waves. If this message has struck a chord with you, I encourage you to explore further. Simply click on the playlist on the screen to delve into more insights and discussions that can empower and enlighten your path. Remember, each step taken in authenticity is a step towards a life rich with meaning and purpose. Thank you for being part of this journey.